Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi everyone, how are you today? I hope you're all doing great and stay happy and healthy. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Zakhrufullayli Alisya Fazza, and in this very special day, I'd like to tell you guys a folk tale from Indonesia called Bawang Merah Bawang Putih. So, without any further ado, let's get into it. A long time ago, in a nice quiet village, there lived a wealthy merchant. He lived together with his daughter who was named Bawang Putih. This merchant's wife had long since passed away. This merchant was very fond of his daughter because she was obedient and kind-hearted. One day, as he came home from traveling, he brought a woman and her daughter along with him. He wanted to marry this woman. So, Bawang Putih now had a stepmother and a stepsister who was named Bawang Merah. When her father went to trade, her stepmother and Bawang Merah would treat Bawang Putih like a servant. Bawang Putih did all the work that was ordered by her stepmother. She cleaned the house, she cooked, she washed clothes, and she also looked for firewood. If Bawang Putih's work went wrong, her stepmother would punish her by not feeding her. Every morning, her stepmother and Bawang Merah took turns shouting, "Hey Bawang Putih, wash my clothes!" Not yet finished washing clothes, Bawang Putih would then be called by her stepmother. "Bawang Putih, prepare breakfast now. We are hungry." "Okay, Mom." Because Bawang Putih worked so hard and was punished so harshly, day by day her body became thinner. One day, Bawang Putih's father returned home and fell ill. He was very ill and Bawang Putih was very sad because of it. She never left her father alone. However, God decided differently. Bawang Putih's father died. "Father, don't leave Bawang Putih, Father." While Bawang Putih wept and cried, her stepmother and Bawang Merah were very excited because the house and the property of Bawang Putih's father now belonged to them. "Look, Bawang Merah, he finally died." "Oh yes, Mom, we will finally be rich." Bawang Putih's life was miserable after her father died. She no longer had her father to love and comfort her. Her stepmother and Bawang Merah further tortured her. She always tried to be patient, but sometimes she would cry at night. "Oh Lord, please help me. Why are they so evil to me?" One day, Bawang Putih went to the river to wash clothes. She was very sleepy and also very hungry. Her body was just weak. While washing, she didn't realize that her stepmother's favorite shawl had washed away. When she put back all the clothes into the basket, she was very surprised to find out that her stepmother's scarf was not there. "Oh no, Mother's favorite scarf is gone. It's drifting down the river. What should I do? I daren't go home. She will definitely scold me." Finally, Bawang Putih decided to go back down to the river to look for her stepmother's scarf. In the middle of the road, she met a farmer who was washing his cow. Excuse me, sir. Have you seen a red scarf floating down the river?" The farmer nodded and replied, "Red scarf? Oh yeah, I think I saw it. The red scarf was taken by the old grandmother who was washing her by the river. I think the old grandmother's house is on the mountain." Bawang Putih immediately headed up to the mountain. There, she found a wooden house. Finally, Bawang Putih knocked on the door and said, "Excuse me, Grandma. Did you find my mother's red scarf?" "Oh, hi, dear. Come on in. What's your name?" "My name is Bawang Putih, Grandma." The old grandmother said that she will give the red scarf back to Bawang Putih only with one condition. Bawang Putih must help her first. Bawang Putih agreed, so all day long she helped the grandmother to cook, clean the house, look for firewood, and also wash clothes. For Bawang Putih, all this work was easy because she was used to doing it. Finally, it was time for Bawang Putih to leave for home. The grandmother then gave her the shawl. Bawang Putih, this is the red scarf that you're looking for. And oh, I have something for you. I wanted to give you a gift, a pumpkin for you because you helped me. Choose which one do you like. On the table, there were both small and large pumpkins. Bawang Putih chose a small pumpkin because she also had to carry a basket full of clothes home. I think I'll choose this small one, Grandma. Okay, take this little pumpkin with you, but remember, you can't open it until you got home. Understand? Okay, Grandma, I'll do everything you said. Arriving at home, Bawang Putih was scolded by her stepmother and Bawang Merah. Where have you been, Bawang Putih? How dare you to go out without my permission? Forgive me, Mother. I was just... Stop. Enough, Bawang Putih. We don't need your excuses. They continued to beat her until they saw the pumpkin brought by Bawang Putih. Bawang Putih took the knife and split the pumpkin. What a surprise! The pumpkin was full of sparkling and expensive jewelry. Wait, where did you get the pumpkin? Bawang Putih then told them everything. Oh, Bawang Putih, you should have chosen a large pumpkin. It would have had more jewelries inside. Hearing the words of Bawang Merah, her stepmother finally got an idea. Looks like I have an idea. The next day, the stepmother and Bawang Merah went to the river. They deliberately washed away the red scarf. Then secretly, they followed the veil as it was washed away. Sure enough, the red scarf was picked up by the old grandmother. The stepmother and Bawang Merah followed the old grandmother who went up to the mountain. As they walked, Bawang Merah complained about how far it was. I'm tired, let's just go home. Bawang Merah, be patient. Soon enough, we will get even more jewelries than Bawang Putih. But I'm tired, Mom. I said be patient. Arriving at the old grandmother's house, the stepmother and Bawang Merah knocked on the door. The grandmother welcomed them warmly. Then, the stepmother and Bawang Merah pretended to be sad and asked about the red scarf. Oh dear grandmother, did you find my mother's red scarf? Oh yes, it just so happens that Grandma found it on the river, said Grandma. Just like Bawang Putih, the new grandmother will give them the shawl if they helped her. The only way to get the pumpkin was to work to help the old grandma, but they still couldn't stop complaining. I'm so tired. If it weren't for the pumpkins, I would never do this. Yes, dear, I'm also very tired. Hopefully, there will be even more jewelries inside this pumpkin. Finally, Bawang Merah and the stepmother finished their work at the old grandmother's house and said goodbye. The old grandmother gave the shawl to Bawang Merah and her mother. On the table, there are 2 pumpkins, one large and one small. Choose one pumpkin as a gift from me. And of course, the stepmother and Bawang Merah chose the largest pumpkin there. Of course I chose the big one, Grandma. Yeah, choose the big one. Remember, don't open the pumpkin before you get home. Yes, Grandma, that's for sure. Bawang Merah and her mother did not obey the advice of the old grandmother. On the way, the stepmother splits the big pumpkin. They were too impatient to get their hands on jewelry inside. Mom, can we just open this pumpkin right now? I mean, the old grandmother would never know, right? Yeah, I agree with you. Let's just open this now. I'm also curious. However, they were in for quite a surprise because inside the pumpkin, there were venomous animals such as snakes, scorpions, spiders, and also centipedes. They were both bitten by a snake. What? What is this? Where's the jewelries? Why did it have animals inside? Oh, it hurts, Mom. Mom, what should we do? Because they're still in the middle of the forest, so nobody came to help them. The stepmother and Bawang Merah died from a snake bite. Their greed brought them into a disaster. Meanwhile, Bawang Putih lives happily ever after. all the jewelries that were given by the old grandmother, making her rich. So she continued her father's business and enjoyed the fruits of her obedience and kindness. So, yep, that is the end of the stories. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoy and I hope you can learn something from it. And I am so sorry if there are lots of mistakes. See you next time. Bye. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.